Hi, Emerson. Hey, Maggie. Um, Emerson, my name is Arthur. Um, your dad, your papa, and I are super good friends. And I'm sorry that we've never had a chance to actually meet uh, in person or in any other way. But we will remedy this because I really want to meet you. And Maggie, it's been way too long. And I have a son. I have a 2-year-old son named Nolan, and I really want Nolan to meet you because I think you could probably teach him some really valuable things that I am completely incapable of doing. After you were born, not long after you were born, your dad and I text a lot, actually. Well, I was gonna say like we text more than we've like met and talked, but that may not be true. Like, it's, but we text a lot anyway. He sent me a message um, that baby hiccups, like newborn baby hiccups, are the cutest thing in the world. And I didn't know what he was talking about. But he sent me a video. He sent me a video of you hiccuping, and he was right. He was right. He was totally right. Like, baby hiccups are the cutest things in the world, and you had particularly cute hiccups. But I think that just sort of underscores what a sensitive, kind-hearted softy your dad really is. I don't know if you know this side of him, if you've seen it, or if you've heard other people talk about it, but your dad could be a pretty prickly, hard-headed absolutist. Those two sides of him together in one person, that's why I love your dad so much. It's just who he is, and he was completely incorrigible in that way. And I mean incorrigible in the best possible way, of course. But your dad and I got into a million arguments about all sorts of things: foul calls in basketball, movies, TV shows, babes, religion, the geopolitical landscape of the greater Middle East. He once tried to argue that during the 2016 World Series, which his team, as you know, the Chicago Cubs, ended up winning, that I was basically being morally bankrupt for rooting for the Cleveland Indians, even though they hadn't won a World Series in a super long time as well. Sorry, I just don't like the Cubs. But while we certainly had some colorful differences in opinion, I consider your dad one of my very favorite people that I've ever known. But more importantly, one of the most genuine friends that I've ever had. Yes, you know, he's funny, he's brilliant, he's talented. He's a good basketball player, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. We played together some pickup runs in Denver, and he kind of like stole the show at times. But beyond all of that stuff, he's a deeply caring human being. After I became a father, it was just so cool to have that connection with him. You're like a couple years older than my son, but like when I became a dad, we talked. That was one of the things that we started to talk about. And I can tell you, Emerson, you mean so much to him. He told me many times in many different ways how much meaning you, just by being you, how much meaning that gave to him, how much purpose that gave him. And for someone as spectacular as Ari Levy, that should make you feel really, really special. So anyways, I can't wait to meet you. Sorry I'm super late with this video, but better late than never. Talk to you soon.